Hi everyone, good morning. So, we are the group 3 members, and now we will present to you the drama about the New Yorker in Tondo. And I hope naminaw mo sa amo ang short drama nga kanang pinaagi sa radio. So, kanang didto inyong mahibaw-an ang kanang background sa story sa story sa among itakol karon. So, our topic is entitled The New Yorker in Tondo by Marcelino Argana Jr. So on this story, you will learn how to appreciate your culture, your language, and learn to look back kung asa ka nagikan. Alright, so I want to present to you my members. So the first is Kabusa Cindy Rose, followed by me, Labrador Annette, and the third one is Manapsal Angela Christine, and the last one is Villaver Florence. So the first reporter will be Miss Florence Villaver. Go, Florence.
Good day everyone, this is Florence Villaver, and for today, I am tasked to share about the author's background, the characters, and the setting of the play New Yorker in Tondo. First is the author's background. The author of the play is Marcelino Angana Jr. He was a playwright in 1958 who wrote one of the most popular comedies that have been produced many times through the years. New Yorker in Tondo is one of his most well-known comedy plays. Its humor and irony are shown to present a realistic picture of Filipinos. Marcelino Angana Jr. became famous because of his classic satirical play, and New Yorker in Tondo was first staged by the Far Eastern University Drama Guild. New Yorker in Tondo was considered to be one of the most popular Filipino comedies that have been produced many times. So later on, you will be discovering why New Yorker in Tondo is considered to be the most popular Filipino comedies that has been produced. So after the author's background, we will be moving to characters. First is Tony. So Tony has a secret engagement with Kikay and Nena. He is a simple guy and Kikay's childhood sweetheart. He is also friends with Nina and Totoy. Next is Kikay, or her real name is Francesca. She is the daughter of Aling Atang and she traveled to New York to study. So she was the New Yorker in Tondo, and she has acquired the style, the manner, language, and culture of New York. Next is Aling Atang. Aling Atang is Kikay's mother. So she was carried away by her daughter's way of living, and she tries to converse everybody with English language. Next one is Nena. So she is the childhood friend of Kikay, and she's the another girl nga na-engage secretly ni Tony. Next is Totoy, the childhood friend of Kikay, Tony, and Nena. Totoy is a tough kanto boy who has a secret love for Nena. And the last character is Aling Ising, the neighbor of Aling Atang. Mun siyang sige pa music niya. Sig balik-balik siya music nga saba kayo. Next is the setting of the play. So the time was afternoon, and the place is New York, where Kikay studied, and Tondo, where the place where Kikay lived and her other childhood friends. So that's it for my report. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. I hope that you have learned something from my report. Next is the plot of the play, which will be discussed by Miss Anith Labrador.
Alright, thank you so much, Miss Florence Villaver. So now let's proceed to the plot elements of drama. So in the plot elements of the drama, we have the exposition, conflict, rising action, and climax, falling action, and denouement. First is the exposition. So what is exposition? So the exposition of a story is the opening part in which the audience is introduced to the characters and their situation. Same rin siya sa introduction, guys. So, the exposition of the the New Yorker in Tondo, there was a girl named Kikai who went to New York to study the hair culture and the beauty science. Upon going home, after a year, she acquires all the New Yorkish things like style, her language, looks, and manners. She even influenced her mother with her way of living. So this is the beginning of the story. When Kikai went to New York to study the hair culture and the beauty science, living sa New York. In the living in New York, na-acquire niya ang mga butang nga naa sa New York. So, she kanang influence her surroundings. So, and even her mother is ginahan siya ma-influence. So, mao to, ang mother ni Kikay is na-influence po ni Kikay because Kikay told nga dapat kanang ingon ani ka ma kay naa kay anak gikan sa New York. So, that is the reason why Aling Atang or Miss Mendoza nga kanang ingon ato pod ang ihang the way siya manamit and kani siya, si Aling Atang guys kay grabe kay na siya, grabe na kay siya manamit kanang pang kuan jud ba pang foreign na kaayo din ang accent niya kay niingon siya nga dapat ingon ani ko kay akong anak is gikan sa New York and gusto ni Kikay nga maingon ato ang ihang mother. Alright, so next is the conflict. So the conflict is man versus self. So the conflict of the play is when Kikay went to New York because she had trip on the city and changed everything from her. So dito nakasugod ang conflict. Then she came back sa Philippines in Tondo after a year. So pagbalik niya mauto na she brought her attitude and American lifestyle. So it is the man versus self since the main problem of Kika is her attitude na grabe kayo naka-change. So, alright, so let's proceed to the rising action. So, the rising action is when friends of Kikay ni visit sa house ni Kikay, which is si Tony, Totoy, o Nena. Sa, kay gimingaw na kay sila, ginahan sila makabalo. Unsa jud grabe kausab si Kikay samot na iyang attitude o kanang even her kanang name nga giilisan man o kanang Francisca. So, kanang, una pa lang si Tony, kay niadto na si Tony rin. Una pa lang niya pag-abli sa pultahan, no, kay, grabe na sa dayahang kanang kanang katingala or na-shock siya kay ang mama ni Kikay kay grabe sad ang kausaban. Dili na daw siya si Aling Atang. Kuan na daw siya si Mrs. Mendoza. Kay mao'y ginahan ni Kikay din si Tony o si Tony Kikay si Tony Totoy o si Nina kay kanang excited na pud kay sila no nga makakita sa ilahang friend o kanang gusto jud sila makahibalo kung unsa jud grabe kausab ang ilang friends. So didto dira na dire kanang matest nila kung kanang unsa na kanang kung kato ilang kaila sa una maura ba gihapon or unsa jud ang changes. So mao na ang rising action which is kanang starting sa kanang sa problem nga nahitabo. So all right, so next nga mo report si Miss Cindy Rose Cabosa. So thank you guys.
Climax, Kikai shared her experience of life when she lived in New York City. She compares her life in New York to Tondo. Totoy and Nina decided to go outside to visit the mango tree where they used to spend their time during childhood. So the climax, it is the turning point or the important point of the narrative. So it is very obvious that when Kikay began to compare New York to Tondo, it is where climax happened. Why? Because it is the point where the highest tension happened in the story. And then following action, when Tony and Kikay talks about their engagement, Tony feels insulted when Kikay said the words that imagine a New Yorker girl marrying a Tondo boy. This leads to their misunderstanding, and Nena and Totoy also join the quarrel. After the quarrel, Totoy and Nena decided to go out together. So Tony and Kikay continue their conversation, and Kikay apologized of what she did. So, falling action refers to the period after the dramatic confrontation of the climax. So, in this part, Kikay apologized Tony for what she said. So it is after the dramatic confrontation of the climax. Kikay realized her mistakes and reflect of what was happened. And then, Denoma, the ending of the play is Kikay removes her American lifestyle and name. So, denouement is the point in a story in which the conflict is resolved or the final outcome of the main dramatic complication. So the main problem of the story is where Kikai changed herself in order to prove that she came from New York City. But it is real that if we change for nothing, we will struggle to change of what we are before. He who does not look before him will never reach his destination. So if you never realize all of your mistakes and achievements in life or achievements in the past, you will never succeed in life.
Next, we have the symbolism used in the play. No, the symbolism that is being portrayed in the play, the New Yorker in Tondo. So first, we have the mango tree. It symbolizes their cherished moments. So we have the four main characters. No, or the four four main characters, which is Kikai, Tony, Nena, and Tutoy. They were all childhood friends, and every happy and sorrowful moments that they have encountered was witnessed by that mango tree. No, and it was a symbol or sign of their love and friendship. Love and friendship, no, and in their childhood days. So yeah, the mango tree symbolizes their cherished memories. Next, we have the uh, name Francesca. It symbolizes acculturation. So Francesca was away for a long time. No? She has been to New York, and she now adapted the norms, no, acquired all those things in New York, no, style, the looks, manners, and even the language. And she also acquires the norms, of course, the norms, beliefs, and mores of the Americans. Then she dresses like American, shares values and interests. Francesca has become highly acculturated into American culture. That's why the name Francesca in the play symbolizes acculturation, or acquiring those culture from a foreign country or foreign group. No. So lastly, we have the theme of the play. No, patriotism, love for your country as well as your culture and tradition. So that is the theme of New Yorker in Tondo. No, really love of the country wins. No, one should never forget to look back that what we came from. Love for one's cherished traditions will always go beyond the love for worldly things and the lavish lifestyle. As for Kikai, as we know, no, she learns at the end. She learns that there are really no place like home. All right, that is all for today. Daghang salamat sa pagpaminaw, and I hope you learned something in behalf of our group, in behalf of Anith, Florence, and Cindy. We all thank you for listening, and see you next time. Bye bye.